Hello, good people of YouTube. Mountbatten here, and boy, do I have a treat for you guys today. You are, I believe, about to see one of the most disgusting things in a hot minute, and that's saying a lot given some of the ships that Wargaming has, of course, been introducing into the game. If you haven't noticed, yes, this is a Hawaii. This is a live reaction replay. There was a number attached to this replay. It's very large, and it's, I believe, a world record. And it's, well, we're going to find out if that's true together here in a minute. But this is Reaper 4102. Did I get that number correct there, sir? 42102. I was close. This is the Hawaii. If you haven't seen any stream clips or videos of the Hawaii yet, you're about to bear witness to one of the stupidest things Wargaming's ever done. Now, to be fair to Wargaming, this thing did actually almost exist. The Hawaii that we have in game was a planned refit for the unfinished third Alaska-class cruiser, the Hawaii. This is supposed to be a command ship variant of the Hawaii, hence the large superstructure, the helipad on the back, and the high number of small 127mm guns. Mostly, of course, for things like AA defense, as this was supposed to be a ship where you had, high-ranking officers in brass coordinating the, campaign, mission, whatever, right? That's also why it has a gazillion antennas on it, too. It's mostly for communication and such. Not really meant to, go into battle, but, of course, Wargaming, that's not going to stop them from making this thing pretty insane. So, the Hawaii, as you can see right now, has two firing modes. This is the standard firing mode, where you have the very nice ballistics, I believe, of the Austin, which means, you can easily farm things down from, 15, 16, 17 kilometers, as you can see Reaper doing right now. But when you hit that funny F button, you become a Tier 10 Atlanta. You get, the more traditional American ballistics, but with a much faster reload, as I'm sure we'll see here in a moment. Now, as you notice, she does only have HC and AP, so no SAP, which honestly surprised me. I was pretty sure this thing was going to get SAP, given Wargaming's recent obsession with that munition, but no, just HE and AP, which I think leads to a bit more hilarity with the Hawaii, especially when you pop up like close range, you swap on over to your alternative firing mode, and now you only have a 12-kilometer range. That's the trade-off for the, the island arcing shells and the increased reload time. You can pretty easily death by 10 million paper cuts other ships with the fire rate of those guns, obviously if you can pin their armor. But anyway, let's see, Reaper's over here by what normally is the C cap. This is arms race, which of course, lends more to the hilarity here. And let's see what's going on. Oh, the points are actually correct for once, I do believe, as the green team does have two of the red ships sunk underneath their belt. And there you go, Reaper has gone ahead and swapped on over to the alternative firing mode, as there's a delicious little Kiev right there in the channel. Now, as you can see, Hawaii does have hydro and radar, which is wonderful for jumping destroyers, as I'm sure we're about to see here with this Kiev. You also have a Sovietsky Soyos over here, which I believe if you really want to, you could arc the shells over there. Oh, there's the Kiev. He's popped his hydro, caught him in hydro range. Looks like maybe the Kremlin can shoot at him there. Up there, he goes outside of hydro. Looks like he has this Kiev all to himself here. Let's see, what could potentially pop up on his side? Oh, there's a Bremen, the other steel cruiser. That's part of the steel will event that you should probably get. Definitely the steel will event, Hawaii or Bremen is what I would recommend if you haven't already spent your steel on the Valparaiso. All right, let's see. Is he about to radar this Kiev here? Or he's going to bump him into hydro range. Up there goes the radar. Does have a Salem radar, 8.5 kilometers, and bear witness, boys and girls. There you go. There's that insane fire rate, and that right there should be a dead Kiev. Yep, there he goes. Has his hydro up. So let's see, any torps? I don't think the poor man had time to rotate his torpedo tubes. But yep, there we go. Dead Kiev, his first kill of the match. The enemy team has managed to pick up 2 kills, taking out 2 of the green team's destroyers. There's a Soyuz and a Monarch over here. It's just him and a Kremlin at the moment. The Valparaiso is walking up. I hear ranks full of Valparaisos right now, which sounds just terrible, which is another reason why I don't play rank that much anymore. Oh, you do have another Hawaii over there, but looks like he's going to go after this Soyos. Nope, swaps back over to the standard shells. I think he's just seeing what he can pick on at this moment. There's a damage buff coming up in front of him in a second. Red team does have quite a few buffs. They have 2 healing buffs, a HP buff, a reload buff, and a damage buff, while the green team only has a reload buff. Looks like he's fishing for some hits there on the Lepanto, while keeping his eye out for that Soyuz or Monarch to come around the corner here. Now, a big downside of the Hawaii is that if you don't have island cover, you have to play it out in the open. It is a pretty large target because, well, it's an Alaska hull. And she does have that enlarged superstructure too, so she's a bit easier to farm down than the Alaska, but she does also have way more HP than the Alaska too. Alright, looks like he's trying to get in a position where he can farm down that Soyuz. Can he arc the shells yet? No, and he is up. There we go. Now he can if he scoots up a little bit more. Yep, here we go, boys and girls. And now we begin the barbecuing of the Soyuz. I'll say most of this. There we go. He's adjusted his aim a little bit. I swapped it over to AP using the Magic 2 key. The secret that Wargaming doesn't want you to know. With a lot of light cruisers, yeah, if you have someone's broadside, it's actually better to use AP, especially when, you know, you can reliably chunk them like you can here. Look at all this damage. Alright, swap back to 18 now that the Soyuz is angling. He's getting like 2 or 3k there a pop for a second. Already up to 70,000 damage. Set a fire on the Soyuz. Soyuz does, of course, have the fast damage con. But looks like that's not helping him too much there as he now has 2 fires on him. Oh my god, this thing is so stupid. 3 fires there, boys and girls. This man is screaming at his PC right now. Oh, I know I would if I was this man. So by the time he's managed to start fires, boys, like, oh, he doesn't have fire prevention? What type of battleship player is this? That's crazy. Oh, 128k already off the Soyuz. Look how fast this man's health is ticking down. All right, there he goes. Uses damage cod, but it doesn't really matter. The sheer amount of shells hitting his superstructure, he's dead. 143,000 damage later. Oh my god. Alright, so now that there's nothing out here to the east, doesn't worry about that flank at all. He can just hug this island or hug these islands up in here and just do whatever he wants for the time being. Looks like he's going after his main competition there, the other Hawaii, who just took out the friendly Bismarck. Relatively close match so far. There goes the Lepanto. The red team is certainly winning in terms of buffs, and as the match goes on, that will, you know, that will become very evident. But the green team, they're managing to sink a fair number of the red ships. For the time being, at least. Okay, fire there on, I think, the Worcester, ironically. So the Worcester put that out. Yes, he did. Alright, Hawaii took out the friendly Georgia. There's that Worcester again, showing an awful lot of side. It looks like Reaper is pushing up to his next island of choice. There goes the friendly Lepanto, courtesy of the enemy Alsace. Oh, Bremen. Such an amount of broadside there with the Bremen. Bremen, man, I am hoping I get Bremen in one of my Santa containers for my festive certificates because I really wanted the Bremen, but the Hawaii just seemed like such a stupid ship that I had to have it, right? Alright, let's see. Does he get a fire on the Bremen? No, get some decent pin damage. He has garnered the attention of the enemy team there. Getting a few AP shells to the side. Does get a fire on the Bremen there. There's the other Hawaii who is hiding behind his island over yonder. Okay, red team's starting to pull it back and checking in on the kills at the moment. Green team has I'm having to count and talk at the same time. It's very hard for me to do because I'm not a math teacher. It's 6-5 right now. So pretty close game in terms of kills and points. Green team is capping the A point because, well, Reaper is inside the A point. Their Hawaii just popped Halsey's Confederate skill. So now he's got a really fast reload. And I don't think Reaper here has Halsey on. I don't tell when he pops back off he's got his flag or not. Okay. So now their Hawaii is super scary. Oh, no, he does have Halsey on. Okay, cool. Oh, okay. Okay, I'm starting to see what the dream's coming to life here. Another fire on the enemy Hawaii. It looks like he's just going dark and capping this cap, playing it smart. It's a very close game, so you definitely want to secure this cap, because the amount of points you get from this cap is kind of stupid. It's like 10 points every tick. So once you cap it, you are well on your way to winning. Looks like the enemy Hawaii is going to bump himself back up into the cap to contest it. Yep, there we go. And looks like he can't get his shells over that island to reset him. So it's like we're in a bit of a standoff here, boys and girls. There's that Worcester again. Little does he know he's been replaced as the ultimate light cruiser. It looks like the red team there coming in from the west. You have an Alsace, a Montana, the Bremen that we've been seeing, the Worcester, and the Hawaii left alive. Green team has the Valparaiso, Smolensk, a Tagobi, and a Kremlin left alive. Now the question is this Valparaiso who's had his Valparaiso for a bit, or is this someone who just bought it and is about to go walk into a Montana and find out that while the Valparaiso is pretty scary, it does have its limitations? Oh, the Worcester! Worcester just beached himself, throws it into Atlanta mode, and now he's about to barbecue his Worcester. Look at the shell arcs, man. So the first round of shells from the Atlanta salvo are just landing, as his salvo from when he swapped back into his standard firing mode, basically beat the shells there darn near. Alright, there we go. Someone's picked up a reload boost now. So let's see, is this Worcester going to make the turn this time? Oh, never mind. The Kremlin took care of the Worcester. Alright. Oh, but the enemy Hawaii takes out the friendly Valparaiso. That is 4v5, ladies and gentlemen. 3 cruisers and 1 battleships against 2 battleships and 2 cruisers. Bremen has found our Hawaii. Again, look at how much HP just ripped off there. Oh, he can arc his shells, though, over this island. Can he get the other Hawaii with the arcs? Doesn't look like it. Swiping back into standard firing mode. Oh, he did get some hits on the other Hawaii. There we go. There's Confederate. There's his buff, just main battery reload time. Which now with that buff, Adrenaline Rush, and Halsey, oh, he has a 2.8 second reload on his standard firing mode. Oh my god. When he swaps over to his alternative firing mode, that's going to skyrocket. And that's going to be very scary. 202,000 damage so far on the board. Alright, so Montana's pretty full. We know that Bremen out there, well, the Bremen out there is having to do with the Smolensk. I don't think that's going to go well for the Smolensk, given how good the Bremen is. Toggle's at about half HP. Oh, that's all. Full health Alsace. Ooh, who is about to come within Atlanta range. Or minigun range, whatever you want to call it. Just a few more meters. Watch how fast he's going to slap this F button. Alright, there's High Caliber. With double fires on the Alsace. I was actually waiting a little bit longer than I would have to swap it over to minigun mode. But it is an Alsace. It's full of French armor. So, very squishy ship. Granted, he can't pin 32 millimeters of armor, so it doesn't really matter for him. He's just going for those superstructure hits there. 4,000 damage there. 4,300 there. 2,300 there. Some good damage. Double fire. I'm honestly surprised he hasn't swapped over to Atlanta mode yet. 3 fires on the Alsace. My god. There's Witherer. There we go. What's his reload time now? One something? 1.6 second, boys and girls. Oh my god. Oh, look at this thing. Eat your heart out, Harugamo. Alright, swapping him back over to standard firing mode to counteract the enemy Hawaii. There comes some AP, popping a hill for some... Ooh, there's a fire on the Hawaii in anticipation of taking damage. Alright, knock something out on the Hawaii. Oh, there's his kill on the Alsace, his 3rd kill of the game. Up to 302,000 damage, boys and girls. Alright, swap back into Atlanta mode here. There we go. There we go. Oh my god, all the shells in the air and not a single one has landed. They're just now landing on the enemy Hawaii. Oh my god, look at this. Oh, this is so dumb. And half of his shells are being eaten by the island right now, boys and girls. His forward, like, I think 3 turrets? Yeah, are just getting eaten by the island. I knocked out one of the Hawaii's turrets. Hawaii's spamming HE at him in a desperate attempt to do something to him. But look, it is a futile effort. Just, this is disgusting. Oh my god. 357,000 damage, boys and girls. And we are still all tied up with a 2v2. Red team ahead on points, too. They have 420 points. Green team only has 180. There's a full health Montana there. But rather than being threatened by it, I think Reaper's a little hungry here. Because now that's all for him. Oh my god. He's already down like 8k HP by the time he's got his turrets rotated. Good lord. Yeah, still 1.66. I want to see how much more Adrenaline Rush he picked up. Alright, there's one fire on the Montana. God dang. Look at this. Baptism by fire. Our shells will blot out the sun. Look at the hits ticking up. Oh my god. This Montana. This Montana, again, he is screaming right now. Punching his desk. Punching his monitor. 435,000 damage and crawling. Surprisingly, he has not gotten any more fires on this Montana. I think we've found the one guy that built into fire prevention. Alright, there we go. I had to say something. He's up to 29 fires, boys. This is stupid. This is so stupid. 1,000... No, 11... No, 1,300... 1,400 shell hits, boys and girls. Alright, the Montana's only option is to leave. Oh my god. Like how the smallness is out there hasn't really been doing that much. I think he's just been chasing around the Bremen. Alright, so the Montana did manage to escape with his life intact that time. 480,000 damage. Nope, he got him, boys and girls. 481,000 damage. And then there was a Bremen. Okay, so red team's still winning, though. 1,536 shell hits, 30 fires. Ah, man. Bremen is very scary. Oh, there he is. Okay, maybe he's not that scary. Alright, here goes the HE shells. Ah, he got the Pity Hill from Lucian's, which he's going to every ounce of HP here. AP out on Reaper. Nah, not that bad of a hit. I think he just overpinned his bow. Up there he is. There's a fire. There's incapacitation. There's a turret that he knocked out on the Bremen with HE. That's wild. Thought he knocked out his torpedo tubes. You know, that's kind of breaks on these German ships when they get shot with, well, anything. Oh, God. This is... I'm not surprised, like, the audio engine for the game, it can handle this. Surprised I haven't started to glitch yet. Look at this. This is so stupid. 500,000 damage has been crossed, boys and girls. 502,000 damage. Up there he is. AP out from the Brim. He has 28k HP left. This is his last heal, though. This is German AP coming at a pretty good clip. Oof. Another fire on the Bremen, and there we go. Ending it with a 2.8 second reload in standard firing mode. 6 kills, 513,000 damage, which is, I believe, right now, a world damage record. Well, this ship is stupid. Oh, let's see. He got Witherer, Arsonist for sure. With his, how many fires did he have with? 34 fires. Holy crap. Kraken Unleashed, Dreadnought in a light cruiser, and High Caliber with 4,100 base XP. How many shells did this man fire? We gotta see this. Shells fired. 4,016 HE shells fired. 140 AP shells fired. Ooh, that's there. My god, that is disgusting. 132,000 damage of this damage was from fires alone. Holy crap. My god. My god. This is dumb. Like how the other Hawaii and the other team came in that number one as well. Yeah, this ship is pretty disgusting. Yeah, I don't know if anyone's anticipating this ship to be this good, but it is. Clearly, when you have someone like Reaper who knows what they're doing, obviously it's going to do a little bit better than your average Joe, but holy crap. This is an E. I promise you that is an E right there. So, if you have a ridiculous game like this in the Hawaii, please send it in, because I don't think this can be beat. I might be eating my own words here in a bit, but yeah, 1.1 million XP. What was he running? Premium time? Oh, he's running just the bonus package. Okay, not even premium time. No. He did. He does have premium. Duh. With Warships premium account there, Sealord. Learn to read. All right, guys. So that's it for today's replay video. Just an absolutely disgusting Hawaii game. Great game, Reaper. Obviously, you know, without him driving the ship, it would not have performed that well. He clearly knows what he was doing, abusing that island cover and just farming to his heart's content there. But definitely did win them the game there too. Again, that was a pretty close game too. So yeah, perfect storm there for Reaper. Took advantage of it. Definitely won it for his team there, so kudos to you, sir. So again, if you guys have an awesome replay like this, feel free to send into the email linked in the description down below. Hope you guys have a wonderful Thursday, wonderful rest of your week. Hope to catch you guys in the next one.